Hey everyone, welcome back to Modlife Season 3, Episode number 40. That's right, guys, Episode number 40. I cannot believe we're already on Episode number 40. It really doesn't seem like it's been that long already. But Bentley Industries is coming along very nicely. I got to say, look at it. I love looking down the road. It's just so nice. It's awesome. I know many of you guys actually want to get your hands on this world also, and I think episode 40 is a good point to attempt to start doing something for you guys. I really don't like doing them like every 10 episodes, although I'm sure a lot of you guys probably really like that a lot more. But we'll see. I don't know. We might start doing something. I need to get with Teddy and see if I can maybe do something about the world downloads and such. I'm not quite sure what all my options are. Usually I use my own Mediafire account, but I don't think I have a subscription to it still. So I don't know. I may have to do something different. But anyways, guys, we are picking up right where we left off last episode. This is part 2 of Power Station number 2. Last episode we set ourselves up with this amazing steam boiler, and I've just been kind of letting it do its thing, and it's slowly but surely heating up, getting more efficient as it goes. As far as water's going, I don't know if this is going to wind up doing everything I want, so I may have to add a secondary one. That may work. This little guy, though, has been doing a really nice job. It's been kind of sustaining around the 600 C mark there. It really, I mean, it goes up and down, but usually it stays around the 600. So it does a really nice job. I'm actually quite pleased with this myself. And the fact that it's just kind of free, costs resources, it's going to pay for itself in time, if it hasn't already. So a really nice little setup there. The logistics pipe system, on the other hand, has been also doing a very nice job, just constantly keeping this guy fed and full of charcoal, and same with our logs over there. So I think it's time for us to actually get to the part of our power station that is going to be producing us our power. So let's take a look inside of Magnetic Craft, and what we're looking for is a specific turbine. This guy right here, it is a multi-block structure, and then it has a really cool little feature I want to show you guys in just a minute. But Magnetic Craft, man, I have to say, I love their multi-block structures. They look so nice. So in order to actually create this, we're going to need our carbide, we're going to need some alternators, and multi-block chassis. So let's go ahead and grab our carbide. Probably going to want all of this that we can get. Okay, we're going to need some iron, so let's just grab a stack of that. I think, don't we need stone for this as well? I want to say we do. And then what is the alternators comprised of? Copper and copper. Gotcha. Let's just request a stack of copper, and we'll go ahead and grab 30 iron bars. That should start getting us places. Where's the sun at? Sun. Oh, no. Don't you do that to me, son. Don't you do that to me. I don't need this right now. Oh, we gotta get our stuff out. I don't need this right now. Let's also go ahead and put this charcoal in our logistics system, so that way it can constantly feed this, I guess. I don't know if it'll actually pull from here, or I feel like it actually pulls from here. I'm not 100% sure. No worries, as long as it works, that's all I care about. So let's do a little bit of crafting before the sun starts to set. We're going to need some magnets. Oops, we need lapis and redstone. So stack of you. Redstone and lapis I'm not worried about. What I really need, more iron. So I really need to start setting up another quarry sometime soon. It's just right now, things haven't been looking so good in forms of power. Thus, power station number 2. So hopefully we can get this guy up and running. We can get our quarries going again. And then everything will be happy around Bentley Industries once again. People will start to have jobs, and it'll be wonderful, I think. Right? Yeah. People will have jobs. That's a good thing. All right, so we need our multi-block chassis. So we're going to need some machine housings. I'm just going to go ahead and pre-make let's go ahead and pre-make 6, just for now. We're also going to need this multi-block chassis, which, oh, that's nice. That's really nice, actually. It makes 9. And let's finally make the turbine control. Now, before we actually place this fella down, let's sleep through the night and get all the nightmares to go away, because we don't like the nightmares. They're bad, okay? Okay. Yeah, nightmares are bad, okay? So I still need to figure out what I want to do with the structure here. Like I said, this still may not be permanent, because we may have to make some alterations to it in order for future expansion. So I do want to say, I may want to end up placing this turbine. Do I want to put it here in the middle as soon as we come in? You know, maybe we could come in from this side. This is what I'm saying, guys. I want it to look cool too, you know? I don't want to have to reform it unless I absolutely have to. Let's see, this guy is getting up towards 500. That's not too bad, I gotta say. That's pretty good. I think, let's just go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and right-click this guy on the ground. In fact, let's do one more thing. Let's pick him up, place him one block higher, because some of these actually wind up going underground a little bit. So you can see, look underneath. If you right-click on this, this is the really cool feature on Magnetic Craft's multi-block structures and how to build them. If you just right-click on the actual controller, in a sense, this is kind of like the, well, it says turbine control, but like the controller block, the one that actually controls the multi-block, if you right-click on it, it gives you a schematic on how to actually build the multi-block. It's so cool. Now, the only downside, I mean, it does kind of say what you need, but some things are a little bit harder to distinguish. I feel kind of like that block right there on the top center. But like I said, it does work. So all we need to do, we're going to go ahead and start placing down our machine chassis, or these multi-block chassis blocks. In fact, let's go ahead and make up a few more. There we go. Right click on that guy. See, this is going to be right against this back wall, and I'll probably wind up getting rid of these. And you'll see why in just a minute. This is how cool these things are. So we need one there, and there. And then I am going to have to make some more of these, it looks like. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm thinking probably the last 2 sets, yeah. Yeah, I think, yep. Okay, so these guys here in the back, this here, and here. Ooh. There we go. Hey, I'm not a monkey. There we go. So now all we need are another 5 blocks. All we need is I believe it is, it's an energy input output, magnetic craft. I want to say it is on, it's kind of like this. I want to say, in fact, this may be it. The medium voltage. So let's go ahead and right click on this. What does it say? All right, so we need the fluid tank. Let's go ahead and make the fluid tank first and find out where it's hiding. There it is, right there. So we just need glass and copper. Nothing too extravagant, which is really nice. We won't need too much glass, thankfully. All right, so we'll go ahead and make up a couple of these. These are pretty nice. They're really not too hard to make, and they store up to 16 buckets worth of any fluid, which is kind of cool. All right, we'll place these guys here, and now if we right-click on our center block, it says we need a multi-block energy IO, the medium voltage. So in fact, this is the guy we do need. Multi-block chassis with medium voltage cable. So this is any type of wool with low... Okay, so we just need wool and copper. Okay, cool. Wool. How much wool do we have? I don't think we have any, but we got lots of string, so that's good. All right, requests are stringing in, and guys, you're about to see it. It is going to be awesome. I love this. And 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go ahead and make up like 8 of those for now. And then that only makes 4. Wow. That's like nothing. All right. Anyways, it'll be all right. Place this guy right there on top. And then from here, once we have all the items on the multi-block where they go, we right-click on there and enforce guys, look how cool this thing is. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It is so cool. This is amazing, guys. All right, so from what I'm understanding, power outputs on the top here, this is medium voltage, just like we set up a moment ago. So in order to output from here, we're gonna need to set up our medium voltage cables. And now there's another item we could use, and I wanna say it's a transformer, but we really don't have a need to set up a transformer at this point. We really just wanna set this up to some form of either power bank or something in order for this to generate and store its power. Now, I do want to get RF power out of this. This is kind of the reason I want this. Wow, that actually breaks really easily. And we'll get to that in just a minute. But let's go ahead and right click on the turbine control, kind of look at the GUI here. So this is our power meter generating how many kilowatts. I'm assuming that's kilowatts, and then consuming how many buckets of steam and how much steam is currently inside. So I think it would actually be really cool, and I think it would kind of fit a little bit better. But let's go ahead and take a look at what kind of pipes we have. I want to say we should have a few left. Yep, the fluid pipes from Immersive Engineering. They just look so cool. I can't help it, guys. These things look just awesome. And just setting these guys up like so, we need like another 2. But this would be cool. If this works, that would just be so cool. Unfortunately, hold on, is it? Right click on it. I don't know if it is actually sending the steam, but I think it would probably be a decent idea. And we'll see if that, yep, that connects. Look at that. That is so cool. I love it so much. This is gonna be such an amazing setup. Think about it, guys. If we actually moved this setup, right? What if we set this just like out here on its own, in its own little field, you know, like it's supposed to be, like its own little solar field, and then we had another boiler over on this side with just the pipes coming in like that? Dude, that would be so cool. It would look awesome. We got pipes coming this way, pipes coming that way, feeding into this big, awesome, amazing structure that I wish we actually had this fan somewhere else where we could see it, because this fan looks so cool when it's up and running. Now, you guys are probably like, Bentley, just make the daggum thing. All right, we're going to do it. Let's make the daggum thing. All right, let's get ourselves some more pipes going. What are we going to need? I do not remember. Sheet metal blocks and iron. Do we have sheet metal blocks? Oh, guys, would that not be cool to make this place out of? That might be kind of neat. I don't know why I just did all that, but I don't know. I'm not thinking right. All right, let's do this. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, that might look kind of cool. We might have to try something like this. I was kind of looking for something a little bit lighter, just because we have a lot of dark buildings currently. So this may be something to kind of look into. Maybe to put something on the sides of it. Maybe this aluminum scaffolding. This stuff is really nice also. But anyways, let's get to setting this up. Let's put some more fluid pipes down. All right, we'll just connect this guy over. Does this actually... Oh. Are we filling up with steam? Is that what this is doing? Look at that, guys. It's filling up with steam, and we are currently producing a little bit of power. Let's do that and see if this does anything else. It looks like it is technically consuming 50 millibuckets. Is that actually how much it consumes? I don't know actually what this actually technically consumes, but it is generating over 1,000 kilowatts. That's kind of nice. What if we do something like that? If we put more pipes, I'm wondering if this actually... Oh. So more pipes means more extraction, more fluid moves through the pipe. Oh, yes. Look at the power coming in. We are generating almost 3,000 kilowatts. Now, how much power is that, actually? I think in terms of RF, it's probably not a whole ton. but it looks to me like it's stabilizing around 150. So I'm guessing each connection we add over here adds another 50 onto it, which means it generates even more power. So I want to say it's I want to say this would be like 300 RF. I believe if that conversion's right. I could be completely wrong from what I remembered seeing, but let's come over here, get ready to sleep yet again, and start taking a look at how we're going to convert this. We want to convert this into flux, and I don't know if that's actually what it's called. I think it could be called an alternator. This little guy right here, RF alternator. Yep. All right, sleeping through the night, and we're going to get started on that. Now, I need to find a place to actually set that up at. Unfortunately, the whole piping system is going to look kind of weird over here, but I have an idea, and I'll reform it in just a minute. But first, let's set this up. So it has a whole butt ton of steam. It's not going to produce anything excess. It's just going to store more steam inside of it until it's ready to go. So thankfully, this steam boiler is keeping up. The problem with this is it's just not sending over fast enough, is from what I'm understanding. So we could totally get some more going out of this. We may need to get some more voltage cable going, but let's go ahead and make up an alternator. So we do need a few things. I think we have just about all of the stuff to make one. And let's see if we can actually do that. We need this guy here. And we have everything else. There we go. Super easy. I like it. And just for a quick demonstration, what we're going to do is we're going to place this guy down. Not that way. I think we can rotate him with our wrench. Maybe not. I wonder if we actually have to use the wrench from Magnetic Craft. Rose red and iron. Let's take a look. Those are red meteor gems. Do we not have any rose red? Stupid O button. There we go. Okay. I know exactly where to get some rose red. Right next to my house. Or actually, whoa. What did you do, piggy? Oh, you are a bad little Pikachu, aren't you? Don't you look away from me. You look at me when I'm talking to you, Pikachu. What did you do? Bad Pikachu. Breaking our water. You're gonna mess with our passive power generation over there. It's not good. Alright, anyways, I'll let it slide this time, Pikachu. It's quite alright. I still love you. We still love you, Pikachu. We need to give him an actual name. We'll do that later. Alright, let's get back to power station number 2. Can we actually not rotate this? Seriously? Okay, that might need to be rotated. Now, I guess we can just place it down like this. Actually, hold on a minute. What power does this take? Oh, that takes low voltage. That's why. That is why that is actually not connecting. That would make sense. So let's make a transformer. Even though we kind of would be nice to be able to, like, you know, move it around and stuff. So we need a medium to low voltage transformer, which is going to require some copper coils, medium and low voltage. Hey, look, I think we have just about everything we need to make one. And that's all we're going to do is just make one of these little guys. All right, so can I actually flip-flop you around? Okay, I guess not. It's going to be a little difficult, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll get there. So, if we take a look, RF alternator does not look like it's currently doing... Oh, look at this. It is actually doing stuff. So, Wayla's not really working on this. It should be, but I don't really see it. So let's go ahead and grab, do we have an extra energy cell laying around besides this guy? Because I kind of want to just see what kind of power intake we are currently going through. But I do know how much this guy produces. This little RF alternator produces 400 RF. So that'll produce 400 RF out of, I don't really know how much of this it uses, but let's take a look at this. All right, yeah, we're still doing fine on Steam. We're still building up in temp. Everything is looking really, really nice. All right, so I'm guessing maybe what we can do is I'm actually going to go ahead and pause here for a moment, guys. I'm going to set up another flux system. I want to get a flux plug going and another flux controller. We're going to call this Power Station 2, and I'm going to get that up and running. We'll be back in just a minute once we're ready to get this all set up and ready to go. Alright guys, and we're back at Power Station number 2. I kind of did a little bit of messing around with the sheet metal blocks. I really do like these things. They look really nice. I also fixed the, well, you know how we like to work with odd numbers, you know, and stuff? And I went ahead and fixed that. So we got 5 blocks here, 5 blocks here, 3 in the center. So I pretty much just took one out here. And things are looking pretty nice so far. So we got ourselves set up. Might do a little bit more work. This might need to be moved here or reformed somehow because it doesn't really line up as well on the other side. But it does look right on the outside. So I don't know if I'm going to go with this. If I do, I will not be doing it by itself. I will be adding some other stuff. But anyways, guys, let's get to the fun stuff. So we got our flux controller, went ahead and set this up and made a new station, Power Station number 2. So if we set this up to receive mode, we want to hyper surge or God mode. Send mode, default. Transmitter mode, I'm not worried, and restricted, I'm not too worried about either. So let's go ahead and set him up on his own personal flux plug. I also made him some more medium voltage cables. We're going to set this to a Power Station number 2. There we go. Here, Fred. So if that's set up, I hope I'm remembering to set these up right. All right, let's jump in our power cube and hook up our, wait, where's my thing? Oh, there it is. And hook up our second storage option right down here. So if we now request, oops, that's not what I'm looking for. Some flux, resonant flux ducts. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and get all of these guys out of there. Make use of these. And we're going to go ahead and set this up the exact same way that we have up here, which should break there. And currently, we don't have an energy cell, but that's okay. We don't necessarily need one, hopefully. Tell me this works. All right, and we'll set this up on Power Station number 2. We should hopefully start to see no power coming in. Interesting. All right, no power's coming in. Okay, let's go take a look at this. Oh, not that guy. Totally wrong way. Let's go take a look at this guy and see if there is something going. What's wrong with you? Okay. I was going to say, there looked like there was a little bit of a problem there. Is this not converting through? It looks like that's all connected up properly. This could be the flux plug, or I just could be completely and utterly derping on something. Hold on, let's pick up this alternator thing. Alright, Fred, what's the big deal, man? Seriously? You're drowning in oil? I thought you were smarter than that, Fred. Come on, are you picking up my dirt? Fred. No, not me. I don't want to get in the... Fine. There's easy ways of solving this. Thank you, calculator. Calculator to save the day in oil. All right, let's find this guy one more time. Is it working? Why is this not working? RF alternator. Wait, did I make the wrong one? Hold on a minute. Alternator. Oh, wait, no. Generates electricity using redstone flux. So yes, I completely made the wrong one. Stop yelling at me. It hurts. It hurts my beautiful face. I don't think I have a very beautiful face. Where are the other thingy majiggers? RF alternator generates electricity using redstone flux. All right, magnetic craft. Come help me out here. Show me the correct light that I currently need to create RF power. Railcraft charge. That's not the guy I'm looking for. Steam engine. Oh, it's this thing. Kinetic generator. Redstone flux from electricity. Produces 400 RF per tick. That's why things are not working. We need copper coils, which we have everything. Looks like we can actually go ahead and make a few of them. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's pick this guy up. Actually, we could utilize him at some point later on. So definitely not a waste there. Let's also pick him up because we may not need that. Look at it go. Look at that, guys. Tell me that's not cool. That is so nice. Now, the cool thing about this is this one generates 400 RF. This one generates 400 RF. This one generates 400 RF. So this is going to produce us 1200 RF. Now, that's not a whole butt ton, but this is also free, mind you. This is free. Not free on resources, but it's pretty much producing us free stuff. And I like free. Free is really good. So we're going to start filling up our resonant flux ducts here now that we're actually getting this working. And we're going to set this up on our power station 2. We're going to go check this out here in just a second. Let's see how we're doing in here. This thing is consuming. It's creating about 4,000 kilowatts. All right, so as far as the piping is concerned over here, guys, let's rework this real quick. I think what I want to do is actually set this up over here. Apparently, the more connections we have set up here, the better this is actually going to work. So let's go ahead and -1. And we'll place you right there. It looks like they're kind of glitching out a little bit there. But how are we doing? We have a surplus of steam coming in. We are consuming a literal butt ton. You see that unit right there? It says literal butt ton. That is how much we are currently making. We're making 12,000 kilowatts of power, and we're just slowly putting a dent in our steam boiler. That's not that bad. That's really not that bad. And these guys are going crazy. Let's go see how our power's doing inside of our power cube now. Not that I actually have it set up right. I can't believe I made the wrong one. It happens. Happens to the best of us, right, guys? Right. All right, let's get down here and take a look at power coming in. Look at that, guys. We are about to reach 1,000,000 RF in just a moment. So the cool thing is we can actually make more of those. We are still generating more than enough to actually, let's come back this way, to probably actually set up a couple more of those. So we could potentially be making upwards to 1,600 RF per tick. We could be doing even more than that, more than likely. Looks like we're about to kind of stabilize a little bit, or did we jump back up? I think we might have jumped back up a little bit. How are we doing over here? Steam-wise, we're still going down a little bit, but that's okay. We should start stabilizing once we get a little bit hotter, I'm assuming. But this is looking really nice, guys. I got to say, this is working very well. Kinetic power at its finest. I love it. I love this a lot. We're going to be doing some more stuff with magnetic craft because this just works astoundingly well. Oh man, guys, this is so cool. All right, so I'm guessing I may want to make a couple more of these. 1,600 RF per tick sounds pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look. What do we need? We need a few more of these little fellas. And let's just make them all. Whatever. And then that. Boom, another 3. There we go. Life is good. So how do I want to... I don't know if I really want to set these on top of that. I feel like I kind of want to move them, you know, in their own little home. Right over here. I think that'll be nice. You know, with some happy trees, you know. I don't know, I like happy trees and those little bushes. Those little bushes are nice. So we'll go ahead and place him there. And we got a nice little area right next to our steam burler to set this all up. All right, let's pick them up real quick and reorganize this little system. Hopefully to be a little bit more efficient. You, and you. Yeah, we lose out on a little bit of power. It's okay. I just have to make sure I have enough of these to actually fit over there. That's the problem. So we're just gonna run it kind of in parallel to our pipes there. And then we'll just run them. You know what, let's actually run them this way. Do we want to run them this way? Yeah, I think we do. So I'm going to have to make some more. I'm going to sleep through the night, guys. I'm going to sleep through the night. We're going to make up some more of these cables. And then we're going to finish setting up this system. Power station number 2. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, and we're back with ourselves some more kinetic generators and resonant flux ducts. So I'm going to kind of set these guys up just a little bit differently than what I actually set them up a moment ago. This time we have them set up vertically, so that way the input from our electricity turbine there, which is just our, steam turbine, is going to input the power onto the top here. We're going to run the wires like so, and we should start seeing all of them spinning up. Spin up. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. And then they stop, and then they go, and then they stop, and then they go. We are draining some power out of this guy. But that's fine. We're actually making ourselves a decent amount of power. So that is what, 2,400 RF per tick? And that's passive. So in a sense, it's kind of passive. It's just like, a tree farm. And it's pretty much what we're going through right now. We're sustaining around 11,000. So I have to say we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad, right? All right, let's take a look down here real quick, see what kind of power we got coming in. Look at it, guys. We're getting very close to making our way to 5 million. Was that 5 million? That is 5 million. That would be very close to 5 million RF. That is pretty good. You can kind of see the difference currently. This is actually set up to not only our conductor mast, it's also set up to our backup generators, but those are not on right now. And it's also set up to our water wheels. So it's also passive power in a sense, but you can kind of see the difference in power increase currently. So this is going to be our main form of power for a while. Alright guys, well unfortunately we had a small crash coming out of our compact machine there, our little compact power cube. But things are looking pretty good. Right now we're only consuming a little bit because our steam boiler is basically at half. So it's just, pretty much outputting just a little bit right now. It's not outputting as much as it could be. I think it tries to make sure it doesn't go below the halfway mark, but hopefully once this actually gets fully heated up, we'll be producing more steam than we actually need, and we can maybe even add on some more of the kinetic generators, producing us even more RF power per tick. I don't know if we can actually add more of these onto the turbine here, but I don't really know if we need to do that either. So our steam boiler looks so cramped over there. It's just, everything's like hiding him. It's like he's being covered up by the world. But it's okay. Things are looking good, guys. We're getting a nice supply of power coming in. I gotta say, it's doing pretty well. We got a nice little system set up. So Power Station 2 is up and operational, producing us a decent supply of RF power. Things are looking really good, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it off here for today. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you guys have any ideas for Power Station 2's design or outlying blocks and stuff, let me know. Put your ideas down in the comments below. And anything else of that nature would be greatly appreciated. So thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye.